Elsa Navarro joins me now. She's the Skin Unit Director of Khiron Life Sciences, trading on the TSX venture under the symbol KHRN. Elsa, welcome.
Hi, James. So nice to say hi from Bogota.
Yeah, well, great to speak to you from Bogota. Elsa, you guys have been making some incredible progress with your skincare cosmeceutical line under the brand name Kuida, and you've just recently announced a new partnership with one of Colombia's top specialist beauty retailers. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
Yeah, well, as you know, we started with Farmatodo as an exclusive agreement for the launch of the brand last October. And as you said, we just closed another deal with Fedco. Fedco is one of the largest and oldest specialized beauty care retailers here in Colombia. It's a really big step for us because it's a way to introduce CBD-based products to consumers.
Mm-hmm. And so, how many consumers for skincare products would there be just within Colombia, say?
Well, you know, we have a population of nearly 40 million inhabitants here in Colombia. We have a big opportunity, a big market, but we're not only considering right now Colombia as our backyard. We're considering Latin America, and we're considering a worldwide population. You know, the industry is considered to be $130 billion. So it's a big opportunity for us, not in Colombia, but in the world.
You bet. And so Fedco is in all major cities in Colombia, 22 stores?
22 stores in the biggest retailers, centers, and the biggest city in Colombia. That's right.
Okay. So tell me a bit about the products. What exactly is the product line entail?
Well, right now we have 7 references. We take care of body and face needs, focusing on a major claim that is the antioxidant action that we can provide through the synergy of regular cosmeceutical active ingredients and the CBD, of course, from cannabis. We have basic stuff. We have body lotion, we have a scrub that is our best seller so far. We have a body mist, and we have for body care moisturizer, day and night cream, eye contour, everything that a current consumer may need for basic beauty care. And
so tell me, what is the effect of CBD on the skin, for example, and skin health?
Well, what we can say right now through our products is that the CBDERM technology that we have created for Kuida is the synergy of CBD giving a more antioxidant potent action than other active ingredients that we already know in the market. So if you talk about antioxidant action, you're talking about anti-aging, more elasticity into the skin that gives a more radiant look. And we add up with that with fast absorption formulation in order to be a really competitive product. Not only talking about CBD and cannabis, but being able to compete with other traditional brands.
Mm-hmm. You also introduced the product at an event in Bologna, Italy, did you not?
Yes, this was a great achievement for us. This is the biggest expo for beauty care in the world. They handpick the best brands around the world to showcase in this yearly event. We were the first Colombian company to be invited to the show. We were in this special exhibition area that is called the Extraordinary Gallery, and we were able to show our brand to the world.
Right. The ability to sell CBD-infused skin products around the world, it's not quite uniform yet, thanks to the way the laws are. Are there some countries you can sell it in now and some you can't, or do you have to just make adjustments to the formulation to accommodate the laws of different countries? How do you go about selling it globally right now?
Well, right now it's just being ready and understanding different regulations in order to get there as soon as we can. We have created formulations that are adaptable to most of the current regulations. But we're doing is to preparing the landscape to be ready to get as soon as possible to the different markets that are really moving rapidly in order to get regulation that is really similar to the ones that we have in Colombia and Latin America. As you know, we already have permits with some of our products to enter Peru. So that has been a good trial run for us to understand different markets.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's fantastic. Elsa, what other products do you envision creating for the cosmeceutical world in the years to come?
Well, we just signed also an agreement. It's the first agreement to do clinical trials with cannabis on skin. We did that with one of the biggest research hospitals here in Latin America, and that really opens our scope in order to create new products. Not only the cosmeceutical scope that we are right now, but also allow us to get into dermacosmetics, and maybe someday to treat pathologies or help pathologies into the skin.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Are there other companies that are doing this in Colombia at this point? Are you guys the first?
As we know, we're the only ones, not only in Colombia, but Latin American. This is the first, as I told you, the first agreement that is signed in the region in order to do clinical trials on skin.
Mm-hmm. And I see that you've also got an agreement with Grupo SACI Falabella. They're a Chilean company, are they not, that basically have stores in every country in Latin America?
Well, we signed the deal with Linio, that is the online platform that they acquired last year. So that gives us an entry opportunity, not only to the e-commerce in Colombia, but also Latin America as soon as regulation allows us to.
Mm-hmm. Is this skin products, like, is it something that you will see in like Vogue magazine at some point in the future?
I think we're going to see them really soon in that kind of publications. We work really close with influencers and regular people that want to get into a trend. The difference that we do here in Khiron through Kuida is not only using it as a trend, but also dignifying the active ingredient and looking it as a long-term relationship in order what we can create related to skincare.
Uh-huh. And how have the events that you presented these products at, how are they being received by the clientele? How are the people who are trying them liking it?
Well, it's amazing because every time is a different experience. And what we have realized is the most important part of these events is to get like that one-to-one communication with the consumer. There's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of myths around cannabis and CBD. So it's great to get to talk to people directly, not only through regular advertisement channels, but to have that one-on-one is the thing that I think has allowed us to grow so rapidly.
Right. And is this something that will be available in the United States and Canada at any point?
Well, we're really hoping to get into the U.S. market really soon through our JV with Dixie Brands. So we're working that.
Wow, that's exciting. All right, Elsa, that's a great update. We're going to leave it there for now. We'll come back to you soon. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for your time. Nice to see you, James.
Bye for now.